Hello everyone. Do you believe that we are or we become what we do? I repeat, we are or we become what we do. Now, this may sound a little philosophical, but let me give you a small example of a young man who is into the sales profession and been there for more than 5 years now. All these 5 years, he can be termed as a struggler. Something happened in his life, and that was the point where this life turned around. As it happens in a very dynamic organization, that the bosses keep changing almost every year. So when a new boss used to come, he used to give him chance, he used to try his best. Whether he used to try his best or not, that is something which is left best to the judgment of the boss and this young man. But end result was that this gentleman was a big failure. The result simply wouldn't come. And then at the end of the year, when the appraisal is to happen, he used to be rated in such a fashion that he was not shown the door of exit, but that he did not thrive. He almost remained where he was. In the meanwhile, many of his colleagues, they were booking new houses, they were booking new cars. Initially, he used to feel bad about it. But then as it happens with time, human being adapts. So he adapted that these are certain things which are not there in my fortune. So that is something which happened, and then finally he thought that let life go as it is going on. And then a boss comes. And this boss, instead of focusing only on the high performers, the boss also realized that there are people, there are resources, those who are not coming up to the curve, those people should also be focused upon. And that is the reason that this gentleman, he had to see a turnaround story in his life. It so happened that the boss started engaging with him. The boss started observing him. And perhaps it was not a surprise for the boss, maybe he had already thought about it, that this young man, he had company of people, those who were also failures. He used to hang around with the guys, whether from his own department, and if such resources were not available in his department, he used to definitely find out from the other departments. Now, if you seek for people, those who are also failures, you will surely come across, and those people used to welcome him with wide arms. He used to spend time with him. The first thing that the boss did was that he said that he needed to spend time with people, those who are performers. Of course, he was reluctant, but then subsequently it was a dictate from the boss, and that's the reason that he started spending time with the performers. And then the next important thing that happened in his life was that the boss said, you don't focus on the end result. You focus on certain things which are easy to do. Now, in a sales profession, there are goal sheets which takes care of not only the ultimate result, which is the sale, but also on certain hygiene parameters. And that is where he was said that you focus on this. Call up the customers on a daily basis. Speak to them, ask that if there are certain challenges that the customer is facing, take care of the service part. And if he's got challenges on the service part, ensure that the resolution is given. This is what he started doing. In the meanwhile, days turned into weeks and weeks turned into months, and then subsequently after a quarter or so, automatically he started showing some results. And then by the end of the year, strangely the same person who was struggling emerged as a champion. How did this happen? This happened because he was made to do things which was taking him towards his goal. Everyday small activities which ultimately would lead and take him to the ultimate goal. And this is exactly what the boss did in his life. So we all are the product of small things that we keep doing on a daily basis. And this is exactly what happened with this young man. This young man got transformed from a non-performer to a performer. So I believe that it is worth giving a thought to the statement that we are or we become what we do. With that thought, thank you very much for watching this video. My name is Prashant Dutta. Keep waiting for more videos. Thank you.